Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Got a motor build going on for a customer of mine. Thought I'd just kind of run you down on how to do it and stuff. So what we're doing is putting a brand new 1000 crate motor in. I just went and got all these parts, the flywheel, clutch, everything pretty much right here. Doing a cam swap. You want a stage 1 cams from Mod Shop. So there's the stock one. There's your Mod Shop stage 1 drop-in cam, so you don't have to modify the head right here where that little hump is. I'll show you. So there's a little bit of a hump. You got to grind those out for anything bigger in a stage 1 drop-in. Then intake is 3 thou, exhaust is 5. Yeah, everything's brand new on this bike. It's going in, was an 850 Outlander. There's some tires I'm doing. There's a couple that are done. Don't mind the shop, it's a mess. There's my 1000. It has the stage 2 drop-in cams with ported heads, intake. I'm doing some tuning on it. I've been actually talking to Blaze about doing the tuning. And then that's the bike right there. That's getting this motor. So just thought I'd run you down, kind of show you what we're doing. I wonder if I can actually get something to, let's see here, something to hold this while I'm doing it, so you guys kind of have an idea what you're doing. Because I know on Facebook there's not a lot of insight on building the motor. There is some videos, but you know, they don't tell you everything you need to do. I've kind of learned just by doing it myself. I built a couple motors now. I got an 850 that's in, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos back that I built for another buddy of mine. It works good. It's making 97 rear wheel horsepower, sorry. It's an 850 big bore, stock heads, stage 2 850 Mod Shop cams, bunch of goodies in it, ported intake, ported heads, oversized pistons for the 850, so not the 966 kit that you would see on their website. But yeah, this is going to get the full Mod Shop exhaust on it. Then I think later this year I'm going to have to pop these cams out, port the heads, put a 1085 big bore in it for Mod Shop with, I think we're going to go stage 3 cams and then the valve springs and retainers. Then we're probably going to have to upgrade this little guy here because that's the small gearbox because it's out of the 850. So same gearbox that's in my blue 1000 out there. But mine's just a 1020 now with the stage 2 cams, and I don't think my gearbox is going to last very long, and this guy rides pretty hard. So let me get you set up here and maybe we can kind of film it. Can I go this way with it? This way's my camera right there. See if I can get this all lined up and kind of show you what we've been doing. So gotta take the cam, obviously take the cam lube that it comes with, or just even some people use engine oil. I'm more of just use engine assembly lube, lasts a little longer. So I'll show you here. Open it up. I usually put a little bit down in here on both. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Oh, we're moving. And then obviously just lube the crud out of the cam. And also lube that. This is just what the cams came with, so I'm just going to use it until I run out. But just so you guys have an idea. You gotta do the old wiggle test. Get her in there. So it's just a drop-in cam, so To them it says drop in, but it seems pretty tight right now, which I'm not liking. That or it's on an angle. Oh, what's going on here? This one says it doesn't need head modifications, but it's looking like we might have to. It's right there. Yeah, that was too tight. She won't turn very good. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do now is pop this back out. And what I said in the beginning of the video, that we shouldn't have to do this, by the looks of it, I'm gonna have to do that. Which I'm not a fan of doing, because I don't want to wreck it. I'm just trying to punch it out here. They're wrecking nothing. There. Okay, so we're gonna put this back down. Put this down on the glove here, wipe that down. Okay, I'm gonna have to grind it down a little. So what I usually take, die grinder or your Dremel tool. Mostly I think I use the Dremel with like I start out pretty high on about 80 and then I slowly work it down, so you don't want to really wreck it. So we'll get the die grinder out and we'll get to that. Actually, I think I got 400 on this right now, so that will work. Let's go down to 600 on this. Make it a little smoother. So, yeah, then we'll take some brake clean, blow it out, and then obviously wipe it so it's no grit inside it. Better. Yeah. Grab a little parts cleaner and a rag. Where did I put it? Clean it all out. Last thing you want is metal shavings, or in this case aluminum shavings. Anything. fibers. All right. Just like the clean still. Rotate. Yeah, just like that. There. Doesn't feel super tight, which is good. Then you want to take your rockers, and there's shims in between these, as you can see right there. So I try to line them up best I can, and then we'll take the push rod, not push rod, but rod that holds them in. We'll put those in there. Sometimes you gotta mess with the shims. Make sure everything's lined up. Just like that. Make sure the rear shim's good. Shove her in. And same thing for the intake. You gotta do that. Push that one down. Okay, should be good there for that one. Okay, line up, you bugger. There we go. Okay, so what's stopping me here? Shim, yep, like that. Then you take your cam guide plate, which goes right there. Put a little bit of red Loctite on the bolt. And then, you know, a little bit of red Loctite on it. Then that bolt's a T30. Tighten it in. And if you're doing it with a brand new motor, since it's already timed, it's pretty simple actually to do this. Because once the motor's already timed, you just spray those out. Filter can catch that. So you gotta do a break-in on it. So now, shall line this up. I don't know if you can see. Right in here. Try to get you to stay there. So you want these two marks flush to this part, and the cam holes line up perfectly where I need it. Then I always put a little bit of red Loctite on the small bolts, as you don't want these backing out at you. As these cams, their peak power is 8400 to 87 peak power, and these cams also add about 8 horsepower, so give it a nice little chop, but still be reliable, because he does trail ride a lot. And then I'll show you how I do the valves, and then I'll spin the motor around, and I'll show you too. We'll line these marks on number 2 at the back to the same thing. So that's a number 5 Allen key for those. tight. Well, there's that. You got a little back and forth play, that's what you want. Then you want to take, where did I put it? Timing tensioner for your chain. Since they're auto adjustable, I just got it in there. It'll auto adjust, which is nice. On that other motor, I did make the mistake when I was building it with my buddy. I never told him about that, so he made them really tight and ended up actually wearing through the guide and breaking the chain. Which is kind of my fault. I should have told him, hey, like, it's an auto adjustable. It just auto adjusts, really. This is also a 2024 1000 brand new crate motor, so let's see now. See how it's auto adjusting already? So you can take a screwdriver, go in there and just turn it back. I always like to take it back out, double check everything. Just want to turn that in. Get these screws in. I'll tighten these up first just so it doesn't adjust as I'm tightening it. And usually what I do once I get both cams in, I will roll it over, double check the lash on it, on the valves, make sure nothing's touching, none of that nonsense, because that's the last thing you want, is that to happen. Oh, get those tight. There you go. Put the spring back in with this. Tighten this up so it's tight. Stripping it. Okay. So there, so you got tension on it. It's still a little loose. That's kind of what you want. Actually, we'll take the 8mm and we'll go over here. We'll pop these off quick because it's got Mr. RPM valve covers on it, and as you can already tell, I got the water nets on it. Take this off quick. Should grab my power drill, power ratchet, make my life a lot easier. Okay, I'll take that off. Put this in the parts bin. So, I need my feeler gauges, 10mm wrench, straight screwdriver. I have 10mm over here already. Or I did, I thought. Maybe I don't. you're going to want to do, go through your feeler gauges, obviously find 3 thou right there. I'll get that puppy out. That is for your intake lash, so loosen that, loosen this. They're usually set 5 to 7, 5 on your intake. For your stock cam, that's usually K&M's. Actually, that one's semi-tight, right? Actually, let's give that a royal turn. Yeah, right there, just so it has some resistance against it. It's not horrible. Same thing on this side. That one actually was loose, so I never touched it yet, so kind of scary. Mil, hold it tight, tighten it down. These are feeler gauges. That's pretty good. And come to here, do 5 thou, and so on and so forth. But I'll show you when you roll the motor over. Actually, let's see what this is in. Yeah, see that's probably 7 thou right there, I would estimate. Can I turn this? No, I'm gonna have to loosen them. There's a little bit of resistance. Tight. Yeah, I like that right there. Nah, still wasn't tight enough. No. There. So that's how you do your number 1 cylinder. Then, this is gonna be the tricky part, because I have the gearbox attached to this. I'm gonna roll it over to number 2. Should be right about there. I'll spin the motor. Yep. There, now you see these are lined flush again. My mistake, I shouldn't have put the gearbox on to do these. If you have the motor and gearbox separated, I'll show you what I was talking about. That right there. If you have these already separated and you're going to do this, I recommend leaving it off, because you have to do the timing chain tensioner, and it's a bit of a bugger right here, especially if you're doing it in the bike. If you're doing it in the bike, made sure all the belt box and all that's off. I made a mistake. I put all my clutches on the 1000 and I had to mess with the cylinder. It was off a tooth, so I had to time the back. Not a fun time. But yeah, that's pretty much all you do, and then just repeat the process from the front. And yeah, if you have any questions, shoot them down in the comments. Like and subscribe if you want, that'd be great. So I can start making more videos. I've been thinking about making videos of the tires too, and I got my Defender build going. So I got that right there, which is the frame stiffener for the front, because I'm gonna put, it's gonna be a surprise, but it's gonna be a cool little video I'm gonna make here soon. But yeah, if you can, like and subscribe, and I'm gonna make more videos on, especially once I go to build another motor with the juds off and everything, I'll make more videos that way so people can kind of see how it goes. All right, thanks.